Because I've been out doing Portland United for Justice and Equality for a minute.
Live on Paris.
Portland, specifically Portland United for Justice and Equality. That banner right there.
Huh?
And I'm specifically Jamal Williams.
Backpack. I never went live from Periscope.
I
don't need it right now.
Standing on a non-violent platform. I don't speak for nobody else in the park.
That's Yaya.
Even those that came with me have their own voice. I don't speak for nobody in the park. I'm letting y'all know what I stand on. I'm letting y'all know
That shirt cost me $40.
what my forefathers stood on. That don't mean that I'm a sucker, that I'm a turn the other cheek.
So I didn't mind paying the price.
That don't mean nothing like that. I don't need a white man to tell me that my life matters. I know my
It's
life
more
matters.
just like donating.
I absolutely know my life matters. Or you can try any one of me and my family and see how much we believe
You never
in.
give me a hug, dude.
That's the only fair warning that I'm giving you.
Thank you.
Other than that, what I'm talking about, to all of those that are in the park and wondering, what are we going to do with this information? This platform is so that you white people can listen and maybe hear something, not from me, maybe from her. If you didn't hear from her, maybe you heard it from him. If you didn't hear from him, maybe you hear from him. The point is,
I'm
is that you
streaming
hear
on
something
fucking
that you can take
Twitter
back
and Periscope right
to the
now.
white community.
Yeah, on AdamnCostelloTV. Got 46 in here.
You don't need to come here.
I've never streamed on this before. It's kind of weird.
We know.
There's like no buttons.
Yeah, no, I remember when Soul had to do it. I was like, damn, that's hella weird.
So that's not the conversation. This ain't a pity party. This ain't I need white people to feel sorry about me. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So don't get it fucking twisted.
It's time to get that Periscope.
You got something to do.
How many people you got on here?
46.
You got something to do. It's your people.
Someone go share the stream on Facebook and let everyone know that I got banned and I'm streaming from here
Y'all
right
ain't
now.
dealing. Look around.
And if any of the stream team admins are watching, please go ahead and do the
You
same.
better run back there and tell them, hey man, these brothers and sisters ain't the same ones.
You can copy this link and post it to Facebook also.
Because they was at the park today.
Post
and I
in
don't
comments
think they
of
look
other
like that.
videos
They
and stuff
not
like
really
that.
going for that. You need to go tell them. And they wasn't saying, hey man, fuck whiteys. They wasn't saying that. They were saying, hey man, come to the motherfucking table with some serious goddamn changes. Because we slide deeper and deeper, descending as a community. No, y'all got something to do. I don't speak for everybody in the park, and I've been nice. I've been sharing my equipment. I've been giving everybody a voice. I have, because that's what I came here for. And as I said, some of us have opposing views. But I'm standing with my brothers and sisters because I've been through that hard work of drawing a consensus. I've been through that hard work of drawing a consensus, and it takes a lot of hard work.
Share it on Facebook.
I don't think it'll let me.
And so while things have changed, I was looking at the park a couple hours ago, it looked very different than the way it looks now.
I want to know if you're on the microphone or not.
The vibe kind of changed. I felt it. The park changed, and so I was like, oh shit, the vibe is changing. What's going on? So I had to walk around the park and see what was going on because I see my people. Y'all started acting sketchy. Y'all started doing stuff. Y'all was seeking safety. Y'all started making safety moves. So I was like, what the hell is going on?
We
And
just
so I
wasn't
need to clear the
vibing
air.
right
Wasn't fine.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. I don't
From
care
self
nothing about
smoking.
I'm trying to tell y'all something. I don't give a fuck about none of them motherfucking
What's
Proud
up,
Boys,
Sally?
man, coming over here, man. I never do. I don't need no scary motherfuckers running around me talking about the fucking PowerPoints are coming. Oh my fucking God, the fuck are we gonna do? I don't need y'all. And I'm not speaking specifically to any people, but I'm saying I don't need y'all. This is serious motherfucking work we doing around here. Y'all white people don't grow up looking at them black and whites of people hanging from trees, of people being burnt. Y'all don't come from that.
Lungs ain't healthy.
So you don't understand the particular type of terrorism. How could you?
Very stoic.
How could you really get with it? The white women relate to it more than the white men because the white men know about y'all's fucking oppression. The white women dig it because they know
I got a
y'all
3-day
get
ban
on
on
them too.
Facebook.
Raping them
They said I
100 years ago
violated
at
community
will.
standards. Someone would, I think people like mass reported me because my description said like something about the Proud Boys being in town. So like they reported me for like something like a hate group or something. So now I like can't post on Facebook on my personal for 3 days, and I can't go live for 30 days.
What the fuck?
So I'm on like Twitter.
Look, you got sisters here that came out here, but they can't say the type of stuff. They can't be themselves in the office. Miss Becky get out here. I think she, Tanisha, she was being a little aggressive. We might need to have a talk. Nah, y'all, some of y'all laughing. It's kind of
Someone
funny,
tagged
but it's kind of fucking hot.
Slongmonger.
Huh?
At Slongmonger.
Songmonger.
Now the vibe of the park changed. I seen some people that ain't never been in none of my rallies. Shout out. But I was for. I know what the fuck I came for. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not representing. I had to think about it. It pains me, man, because I grew up in the 80s, in the 90s,
I could like do
in the early
that.
2000s. And so I'm part of that generation that ushered in all that crap. That went through all that gangbanging. I'm part of that generation. So I can look back with clear eyes and know exactly what happened.
Growing up in a crack era was something serious.
And so I didn't come out here with no blueprint on how to start a 501c3 or none of that. I cried on my couch. I went through some emotions that I haven't went through in a long time. And I said, I got to do something. I'm not going to just sit on my couch and talk about what the white man is doing to me. I'm going to get out there in the street. But since I've been dealing, excuse me, sis, I'm talking. You going to interrupt
Let's touch the ground.
You going to interrupt what I'm saying? Can you please just not do that? No, I don't need you. I'm a grown ass.
What happened?
Let me hit that. There's some.
I just want to finish my thought. And I'm not, I get this, right? Because people don't like what the fuck Jamal is saying, right? People don't dig what the fuck I'm saying. And so this is the part that I want to avoid.
What just happened?
Like my whole vision for coming out here, and again, I'm following the blueprint of Dr. Martin Luther King minus the turn the other cheek part, right? So I'm not letting no white boys beat up on me. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm coming with the nonviolent message like, hey man, check this out, slow down, bro, slow down. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. But I don't say it like that. I just say, hey man, can I ask you a question, are you racist? Most of the time, most of them say no.
You just do
But say, hey man, do you look at that George Floyd video? Did you see anything wrong with that video? Yeah.
Periscope, yeah. Fortunately, we
You
gotta
like
use
safe
Periscope.
neighborhoods? Yeah, I like it
Hold on,
too,
don't
man.
plug that.
You want your kids to go to the park and walk back to the park safe without being raped, without stepping on a needle, without doing any of that? Me too, bro.
Give me the street.
Me too. You know what I'm saying? I just, if you notice something wrong with that video, yeah, that's what we're trying to change.
I'm
Man.
vibing with my
We
Periscope.
don't later for all that other stuff. We can talk. We've been arguing about that for 100 years, bro.
For the
But we're talking about
Periscope
some
roast
other shit,
session.
humanity, and you know that you agree. You
Beautiful
know
out
that's
there,
right.
man.
It's fucking beautiful out here.
Now I've seen nonviolent language work. I'm not proud to say that as a result of my participation in the war on drugs, I had to suffer the consequences of going to the penitentiary.
Look at her.
And when you are in the penitentiary, there is a different type of hate.
Is that ironing board?
There is an extreme level of hate that is very dark, that is very evil. And when you stand next to it, your skin crawls because you know you are standing next to something dark.
You're a victim of the system.
I have seen way too much violence. And I don't want to see any more innocent blood get shed for no good reason. For no fucking good reason. And I just don't even understand how a motherfucker is going to argue with somebody for saying whatever the fuck they want to say. I'm saying Joe Biden, this motherfucker saying Donald Trump, and we want to...
Oh, what's up, Tia? Tia, could you post this in Stream Team and on Facebook and let people know that I'm streaming from here?
You know...
I'll also let you copy this link and you could post it other places.
And they shot it down.
Not 30 minutes left.
And y'all can talk. I will shut the mic down and you can talk on the bullhorn. How about that? I'll just shut the mic down and I'll be quiet and you can talk. How about that? That's crazy? Is that wrong?
Yo, people be getting pissed off right here.
She interrupted me. Everybody else came and did something else different. Everybody else came and did something different. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna shut up, and she can talk, and she can talk. How about that? I'll be quiet, and she can talk. You know what I'm saying? But she ain't coming on mine.
She ain't coming on mine. Dude, I got a 30-day ban.
You know what?
A 30-day ban.
Why? Because the music?
No, for like supporting a hate group or something. I think it's because it said Proud Boys in my video description.
Mine says that.
Well, if people like start reporting you, you might get
What are you streaming on now?
Periscope and Twitter.
Fuck, dude.
I'm fucking pissed, dude. I'm hella pissed.
That's fucking shitty.
Uh-oh.
Do not be selfish. This is not a movement for you. This is a movement for all of us.
Broadcast it. That ain't what you here for, though. No, you don't have to broadcast it.
That's what the fuck they want to see. This is not, this is a film. You have your camera on right now?
Do you ever get tired?
Oh, yeah.
I see.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention just for one moment?
Switch out. I'm like, man, she's just going at it.
In the United States of America, there is only 2 Freedom Days. 76.
Yo, it's good, bro.
The second Freedom Day in the United States of America is June
Yeah,
19th.
I've been looking through your stuff. Yeah,
When you put the two of them together, you come up with this, what we're experiencing today, emotions,
See you
excitement.
again.
How are you?
Excitement because we all have a job to do.
On Facebook, so I'm on.
We can't get caught up in our personal adventures.
Plug real quick? Yeah. Everyone follow
This
me
is about
on Twitch. Adam
What you got to
Costello
understand
TV.
is this is a revolution, but it is not a black revolution.
I know that feel, dude.
It is a
I
white.
spiked my gimbal on the ground, dude.
Yeah.
Right before that, my gimbal was.
This is a revolution. What you're seeing right now stemmed from 1776, July
And the other
4th.
one like was like fucking.
Again, I represent
What do
June
I do about
19th.
this?
And as you can see,
I got it tightened somewhere
1865.
somehow. This
Understand
just
this.
Yeah. Yeah,
We are
endless
here for a
problems, dude.
purpose,
Exactly.
to come
Yeah,
together.
fucking problems.
This is a white man's revolution. My friends ask me, well, how come you don't join in the revolution? Participate in the revolution. But this is a white man's revolution.
There's D8.
We did this in 1954, 1955, 1965. We did it in the civil rights struggle.
Same spot. Really?
Now
I was at Delta Park
everything
earlier.
under the sun has been done more than
Actually, I saw you
once.
there, right?
This is the
I
second
was at the airport
revolution.
across the street.
And you got to start respecting it. You can't break it
I was
down
like,
to
yo,
pretty
I yelled it,
personalities.
dude.
This
Like,
is why
whatever.
you got proud boys
really
and
get much,
black boys and green
back-
boys.
back
To hell with
fire,
that.
yes.
We got human beings that are suffering in this nation. We got a fool in the White House that's gonna drive us all crazy.
Yeah.
If we let him.
Yeah, they've been following them around making it.
But the way we don't let them is let the white people lead this revolution. And let us join in with them.
You see National Geographic's been following around with the Proud Boys, making a documentary about them.
I didn't, but I do know that National Geographic has set up good group and asked
So-
Trey to work on the documentary.
It's so easy to say, it's so easy to find, it's so easy to say fuck you, fuck that, instead of us coming together. I know it's hard because I'm frustrated. And I invited Lynn here. I invited Lynn. No, you weren't asked before her. You weren't asked before Lynn. Lynn was on the list way before y'all showed up. And I do want to work with you.
I got blocked,
I want y'all to hear that I want to work with you.
Anyone
and this is the hard part.
Please share this. Oh, there's no shit.
Next,
There's a homie.
here
no
we go.
shit.
Next, Pachwai. I want to just have a moment of silence. My name is Lynn James. My native name is Halak Kawi. Tukushla. Just give me a moment. Tukushla.
Got my backpack. Is Matt sleeping?
Our ancestors to come. They touch every sphere, every family represented here today. I want to thank you, Creator, for all our elements.
Yo, Matt. I'm gonna be right in front of the speaker. I'm gonna be right in front of the speaker right there.
Providing us with everything we need to walk on Mother Earth. I'm a tribal
right
member
down here. Shouldn't have
of the Yakama Nation, an enrolled tribal member. I'm the Squalian Cowlitz Indian. I'm the great-great-great-granddaughter of Chief Kamayakan, who signed the treaty in 1855 and led the Yakama War, where he gathered the Oregon tribes and the Washington tribes
Trey.
to go up against the government to fight for our tribal lands and our water rights. I'm also the great-great-great-granddaughter of the Mary Kiona, who brought the first Europeans down the Cowlitz River, who was our medicine woman, who lived through about 4 pandemics. Okay? Thank you.
She sticks it in.
What I know is that if she could live through all those pandemics, we could make it through this COVID. And all she had was medicine from Mother Earth to heal our people and to save them from smallpox. I have a lot of things on my heart today, but there's certain things that our people do. One thing we do is we honor our warriors. If there's any veterans here today, I want to just thank you for your service, for laying your lives on the line to protect our lands. A lot of people don't know what that means. I want to honor my other Native brothers. I see them here in the audience. Thank you for being here. A lot of people say that I'm double angry because I'm Native American, I'm Nigerian, I'm Batu, and I'm Cameroon. And I'm also Aztec. So I'm connected to a lot of different medicine. But today I'm here because I've been speaking a lot about social justice. A lot of people know that in July 2nd, 2015, the New York police killed my nephew, Anthony Paul II, and they're trying to settle with us for $25 million. My nephew is not for sale. I'm also standing here, and I need you to say this name. Takuma Jackson, say it. That is my best friend and husband who's been locked up unconstitutionally for 21 years. And I'm going to tell you how he's been locked up for 21 years unconstitutionally. April of 2020, the Supreme Court of the United States said that any of us that are locked up non-unanimously, the Ramos versus Louisiana case, that it was unconstitutional. He's been locked up 21 years on a non-unanimous decision. And yeah, there's state habeas corpus teams. His clemency is sitting on Kate Brown's desk. And his post-conviction team, there's 3 different legal teams trying to get Takuma out of jail. Takuma Nathaniel Jackson means he's a gift from God, is what his name means. The hard part about this is he caught Crohn's disease from the food in the prison. And now when they put those prisons together for the fire, there was people positive for COVID. So he still might not get out alive because they didn't keep those people apart. They were 2 feet apart. I had a press conference with 4 other families with his state habeas corpus team about what they did with these inmates. So people talk about Black Lives Matter, but until the systemic racism is dealt with, we're just talking. Until the laws are changed, until they let our brown and black brothers out of these constitutional slave ships, these new modern day slave ships, there's not going to be no peace. A lot of people say Black Lives Matter. Well, what I know is my grandmother didn't care if you was neon green with polka dots. If there was breath, there's hope. And she would heal you. It's about all of our lives mattering. Each and every one of us, regardless if you're neon green with polka dots. But we know that the United States has been unjust to a lot of different groups of individuals. And reparations need to be paid. This ain't rocket science. I want to talk to my two-spirited people. Before the missionaries came, you were our medicine people. You walked in both roles, men and women. You kept our culture alive because you was able to teach the women how to gather and how to take care of our children, but you also were able to teach the men how to hunt and fish. There's nothing wrong with you. The missionaries, when they came, they pushed you out. Our indigenous brothers and sisters in Hawaii have moved our two-spirited people back into our educational systems in order for them to keep their culture alive in the Hawaiian Islands. A lot of people ask me, why don't you salute a flag? I'm going to tell you why. It's not that I'm not unpatriotic. What it is for my people is those stars represent all the land they stole from my people. The white represents the color of the skin of the people that stole it. The red represents the blood of my forefathers. And the blue represents the coats they wore to take it. That flag is painful for me to see because it represents what was done to my people. That's why I don't salute that flag and honor my ancestors and my grandfather, Chief Kamaikan, that died in order for me to be here today. A lot of people ask, how can I help? Write a letter to the legislator. Hold them accountable. Don't be voting people in because you like them. Vote them in because they know how to do the job. Don't vote them in because of the color of their skin. Vote them in because they're qualified to do the job. Another thing I'm struggling with is a lot of things are going on. People are threatening people's homes that have flags on their houses. I'm real clear. I'm okay with standing up for something, but at the end of the day, it's not okay to hurt people to do it. I know that this country is using brutality and violence to get their way, but two wrongs don't make a right.
I don't know. He said he doesn't know if it's here or something.
And I know it's hard.
What is it?
But what I know is that we've been given this opportunity to make a difference, and we need to make it count.
Here?
They didn't say where they said that.
It's about standing together, unified, solidarity as a people, and let them know we want changes. We want our brothers out of jail that are there unconstitutionally. We want things put in place for them when they come home. You stuck them there, now you need to take care of them and reform and do some educating for these brothers and sisters that have been locked up for decades. They need us. Like my nephew. There was an anonymous call made when my nephew was having a mental crisis. He was in a room in his boxer shorts, and they said he was on drugs. These police used a chainsaw on a 29-year-old boy that was having a mental crisis, and they killed him and tased him. They did a talk screen, wasn't nothing in his system. That's the stuff that's gotta stop. I think a lot of us is just trying to be able to walk and breathe. A simple thing that a lot of people of color in the United States has not been able to do. We want to be treated fair and just like everybody else, not getting pulled over in our car for the color of our skins. I have travel plates on my car. The police have stopped me and asked me, are you allowed to drive that car off the reservation? I told them, well, call the tribal council and my cousins and the 14 tribal councilmen and ask them if I could drive this off my reservation. He said, I see you have princess on your place. And I said, yeah, because I'm Yakima royalty. He said, oh, I thought you were a diplomat. I said, well, I'm pretty close to it. And I believe in my heart, when we know better, we'll do better. We need to take what we have and this momentum we have and use it in a good way. Like one of our chiefs said, together we stand, divided we fall. Together we stand, divided we fall. And it's about equality. It's about justice. It's about love. A lot of the people here today are connected to the earth. We stand on the back of our ancestors, and if we do it the right way, our ancestors will guide us. What we're doing ain't nothing new. My family's been fighting the governments forever. Forever. And we're still here. Because we stood together as a people, and we got together. There was no big you, little me's. And we stood together and we moved forward and we helped our people and we kept each other alive. We kept our culture alive. I stand here today in a traditional dress. And if it wasn't for my ancestors protecting us and walking in a good way and being humble and asking for what they need and want and sticking to it and not giving up 5 minutes before the miracle, I wouldn't be here. A lot of people ask me, about alcohol and drugs. I've been an alcohol and drug counselor for 28 years. Woo! And been clean for 28 years. Woo! A lot of people don't understand. When you're under the influence, your decision-making, impulse control, and moral compass goes out the window. You are not walking on the red road. Woo! You could do whatever you want, but at the end of the day, if you're an indigenous person standing here, my native brothers and sisters, walking on the red road is not about that. Our native identity, our nativeness is about our legal issues, our social issues, and our personal purpose. That red road means that we have to be balanced spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and our environmental has to be balanced. Because if it's not, we're in trouble. So today, I want to say that fear, turn it into faith. Because I know while we're trying to figure it out, Creator's working it out. I want to thank each and every one of you today that are out here and standing up for what you believe in, because it takes a lot of courage. Just stay encouraged. No matter what it seems like or what it feels like, don't give up. That's why I stand here today, because I'm not giving up on Tacoma and them inmates inside these prisons. They're working to try to get me a sit down with Kate Brown at this point. Because I need them free, as they say in Amistad. And I say that with conviction because I had a house in Busumbala for 5 years. Yeah, I went to Africa. And I'm going to tell you now, that's the big lie. They always show us pictures of Africa with people with bones and no electricity and huts. I'm here to tell you there are mansions in Africa. Homes with marble floors, full bathrooms. Our kings and queens are walking around with their nails done just like us. They say it's a third world country. Well, I'm here to tell you there are reservations right now in the United States that don't have no running water and electricity. Are we a third world country? A lot of people don't know that because they ain't never been down to the reservation. Some reservations don't have the things that y'all use every day, like running water and electricity. And we're still here. We're still fighting. So I want to tell you, welcome to the club, people. Welcome to the club. We're glad you're here, and we're glad you're sticking and staying. All my relations, I hope. Walk in peace.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful speech, beautiful speech. Is everybody relaxed out there? Comfortable?
Hell no.
Well,
You bumsterable, bro?
let's do it. Let's go.
So what happened?
This is my friend Jason.
You bumsterable?
Give it up.
No, I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable.
I'm not going to be before you guys long. I'm just here to bring the truth. It seems like no one's bringing the truth to you guys today, so I'm here to bring the truth. I'm not here to downgrade nobody's speech. But yesterday on the news, Oregon was declared a national emergency. This national emergency came to us a long time ago, like a month ago, when a certain Proud Boy was put on the spot about still being in Oregon, and he's supposed to leave back to Hawaii today. He said today, a month ago, before he leaves back to Hawaii, he's gonna start a national chaos in Oregon. Today is the 26th, the day he's supposed to leave tonight. Last night, a national emergency was declared in Oregon. I bet you're wondering why people are running around in this park with guns. That is why. Because Oregon is under a national emergency. Just like the virus was burning up everything, every black person is not safe today in Oregon, in every single park. I am here to support my black people. Why? Because black lives matter. I asked everyone to get you a friend. Don't leave your friend and walk the streets of Oregon today alone. there's been a national emergency declared. Donald Trump is not right. I'm not going to slander him today, but we all know he's not right. He needs out of office. We are forced to have to vote. We shouldn't have to vote for no one. This country is the land for freedom and justice for all. Why should we have to vote for one person we don't even know? We should be able to vote for everyone to run the country. I mean, why put the responsibility on one person that was born from a mother just like you, just like you, just like you, just like you, just like you? What makes that one person so special? We don't even know him. But he got the right to call shots. He got the right to put a curfew on everybody. He got the right to say, you're under arrest for this and that and that and that and that. Who gives you the right to make laws and hold a complete nation under those rights? God did not say one man will come to earth and lead all the people after Jesus. God said all men were created equal. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm an activist, but I'm an abolitionist. I think, and I clearly understand the law, when a nation is being treated unfair and cruel and subject to cruel and unusual punishment, that nation can overthrow the government. This government is proving that it needs to be overthrown. It does not have any care and concern about black people.
I know I'm not as strong as
Black people are human, just like all of our allies that has came to our rescue, and we appreciate y'all.
Yeah, for anyone joining who hasn't been in this before, this is my first time streaming on Periscope. I just got a 30-day ban on Facebook, so we're over here and on Twitter for now, so be sure to follow the page and sure let everyone else know.
Understand this, people. Every single protest, whether they speak aggressively or whether if they want to speak peacefully, every protest is not a peaceful protest. A protest is because we are fed up, over the injustice that we've been seeing. And that's why we protest. We don't want to come out here for this, but we're forced to because they're doing wrong and don't want to clean up their act. I'm done today, y'all. I love y'all. Protect yourselves. Defend yourselves. Understand, Oregon is declared a national emergency because black people have
I'll probably
been
go
raped.
to the Justice Center.
I love you.
Thank you. Okay,
Can I spray you up? Can I spray you up?
can I get Stasha Greer to come up here? Everybody who walked with us to Salem, come up here. Next we got up here is Marcus Evans and me, Idris Phillips. We were after, and we're gonna let you know what's up with where we stand at this protest part.
Mr. Trash Man.
So, Marcus Evans, would you please come up here and let's break it in.
You put recyclables in there as well. Do a good thing. Picking up trash. Or
I'll sit right in the middle of the path.
All right, here we go.
Yo, so hello everybody. If anyone wants to get closer, it'd be cool. We could get a little closer. I understand we're trying to social distance, but we're looking a little scattered right now. So yeah, I'm here to just introduce Adrice Phillips and myself, Marcus Evans. Since the protest has started, we have tried to contribute what we can as far as offering, a positive voice and also another body when it comes down to people getting shot and everything. So since then, we have started a nonprofit organization, a outreach called Aim for Total Equality Revolution. The acronym is AFTER. We both have different sides of the Community Outreach Center. And so we're both handling different sides of it. We're both the founder of it. We both have a different approach on what we want to bring back to the community and how we want to reach the community. So until we get this figured out, okay, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and talk about your program, and then we'll talk about mine.
Okay, well, so check it out. My name is Adrice Phillips. I'm definitely about my movement, about the movement. So where it starts for me is 26 years.
Proud Boys,
I was homeless. 26 years. I was a full-blown drug addict.
Was at like the park or something?
Dealing with police
on
a day-to-day basis, being herded, being pushed around, being oppressed. Today I say I put myself in some of those situations, but a lot of those situations I didn't deserve. But today I'm 2 years clean. 2 years, 4 days clean and sober.
He's leaving.
And that 2 years, 4 days clean and sober, I'm making moves to change lives, to change my community, to bring hope. Me and 15 others walked from Portland in Salem to go speak with Governor Kate Brown. We didn't drive, we walked. We walked. So we can process some shit. So I can feel the pain in my legs and give me remind me of what I'm trying to do. Pain lets me know I'm alive. So I had to get out there and I had a soul search, and we went out there just to find out she wasn't there. But check this out. We walked there knowing that might be a possibility. So I want to thank everybody who walked with me. Sasha, wherever she's at, she's right there. That's my version of the beast mode. She showed me how to walk. She also funded our walk. So give it up for Sasha. Now my program that we're working on is called After Aim for Total Equality Revolution. I'm just a small part of the program. The other half of the program is right there with Marcus Evans. And what I'm running in part of my program is the drug rehabilitation part. The drug rehabilitation part. I've been doing this recovery thing and I fell in love with it. It beats doing drugs, drugging and drinking and drugging. Destroying my community. I know we got things we got to do in this community to get it going better. But first we got to have a clear state of mind. We got to have a clear moment of clarity. We can't be out here drunk and off of influences from narcotics, like the lady said, thinking we're going to be walking on the straight and narrow path. It's not going to happen. It can't happen like that. We gotta be a clean, sound and mind and body. We gotta be clean and we gotta be sober so we can stay focused on the here and now. So my program is called ZIL, Zachary Latrey Tackwell Drug Rehabilitation Program. It's black founded. It needs help. It's built off the accountability system. We're gonna show people how to live. We're gonna get you homes. We're gonna give you a chance to be a part of a productive member of society and all that. The part of our program is gonna really help people out. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do is help people. That's what I feel that I was born to do. I come from a long line of community leaders. I'm going to let people know where I stand with the violence. I don't stand with violence because I've been violent all my life. I've been violent all my life. I'm tired. You know, I'm really tired. I'm not tired enough to quit, but I'm tired. I don't want to go burn somebody's house down. I don't want to go break their window. I don't want to beat up on somebody. I just want to give somebody a hug. Or be hugged. I want to help somebody who's down and out. I want to help them up. I want to show them there's hope. You know? And when I see people out there helping one another, it gives me hope. When I feel helpless, I go help somebody. It gives me hope. This is what I do today. The after program is gonna help a lot of people. It's gonna help with our communities. I know we got people out there working to deal with these police people. We got people doing that. We got protesters doing all different types of things. This is how I protest. I'm not gonna tell nobody how to protest. This is how I protest. I'm not gonna disrespect nobody on their protest. But my goal in this protest is to help my people. That means anybody who makes under 70 racks a year, welcome to the club of blackness, because you're going to be looked at just like me. You're in a poverty-stricken. You're poverty-stricken. You're living from check to check. You're looking just like me. I'm going to be out here. I'm going to stay out here. I was born here in Portland, Oregon, 49 years. I'm a second generation Phillips. You know, we descendants from Houston, but this is my home for 49 years. I never lived too far from this park. I never lived too far from this park. Northeast Portland is beautiful. It's beautiful. This is Irvington Park. Irvington Park. No, it ain't Irving Park. It's Irvington Park.
Jerry?
Irvington. It's
Jerry,
not Irving. It's Irvington Park. I was born here. I know. I know. MLK was Union Avenue. I know. I was born here. Jam sessions used to be in this park. I know. I was born here. Our home is beautiful. It needs rebuilt. This is the black community, Northeast Portland. I'm gonna let my boy Marcus Evans Slim go into the part of the other part of the program. Thank you for letting me hear me out.
Yeah, let's give it up for Idris, man. Yeah. So, you know, start off, for those who don't know me, my name is Marcus Evans, aka Mr. Blessings. I always have this yellow rag, I always cast blessings. I've used this, I've been out here. The first day of the protest, when everything was getting burnt down downtown, as far as all the banks and everything, I randomly fell upon that on my way home from work. And you know, since then, I totally understand where that anger and destruction comes from. I totally understand where it was needed to get the names. I mean, to get the ears and the attention of the people whose money we were risking. So it's very understood. And I never. And the thing is, anytime people have to really realize that when it comes down to protests, we all have a different protest. This is a lesson I've had to learn. You know, throughout this time, I've had to learn my discipline when it comes down to criticizing somebody else's protest. So that's one thing we have to keep in mind when it comes down to the affliction right now when it comes down to the United States, because there's so many different kinds of people who are fighting for the same cause. There's going to be so many different types of ways it comes out. So my contribution was, when I went to the protest, because it was really close to where I lived at downtown, I would go there, and when I seen the police try to attack or engage with the protesters, I would put myself in front of the protesters and I would just yell and repeat the word blessings. That's what I did. And for a lot of nights at work, actually, it was a bit of a distraction for the police. They were saying that the first person that they were going to be able to touch was a guy with a yellow bandana,
Troy has it.
black
It was
and
like
glasses.
that.
There wasn't no crowd.
Oh, for real? Yeah,
You know?
tell him I have
I was a black live, and I felt like it was being heard. A lot of people were there, and anyone who tried to protect me, I would protect them because I wanted.
He asked me if it was mine.
I wanted to be the first thing that they
It
saw.
might be because mine. They sent me the wrong one, so I
So,
had to, like iron them
since
on.
then,
Yeah,
mine too.
I met Idris Phillips.
Mine's about to fall off.
He was out there. We
Yeah,
were
he has it.
one of the
It's
two
like,
gentlemen who held the fence, one of the 4 or 5 gentlemen who held the fence up a couple times. Well, one successful time. And we've had this idea. So all that being said, you know, I've had the past of criminality. I've been to prison before, you know, for some you know, stick up kid shit. You know, I've done my time, and when I got out of prison, I started my own company. I started my own business that still successful to this day. If you guys don't know, it's called Dot Socks. I sell socks, jewelry, and dogs. So, you know, when it comes down to accountability, there is a large portion of accountability that I think people are overstepping. Okay, just because a statistic says you have to be some way, that definitely doesn't mean you have to be. I'm a living testament to somebody who's lived on both sides of the fence. I've lived in the gutter. I've lived at the top of hills and beautiful mansions. I've lived in shacks next to the gutter. I've dealt with all different kinds of people. I've lived from East Coast to West Coast. I've been to prison. I've been to college. You know, and so I've always been somebody that's been able to stand above, or at least navigate my way through oppression. I will not tell you I'm oppressed. I'm very proud of who I am today, so I will not say that I'm oppressed. Not to say there's not oppression, okay? Yeah, and also too, when it comes down to this Breonna Taylor, it's a beautiful young blessings, Breonna Taylor. I do want to have my voice heard, because that was the whole thing is atrocious. It's very bad. It's you know, one of the worst things that could have happened when it comes down for no one to be convicted. And one thing I want everyone to remember when it comes down to the aimless actions of the police, there was 45 shots shot, and the person who supposedly pulled the first, shot the first, was not hit. And there was other people hit in different rooms and people hit in different apartments. So that tells you the aimless actions of the police. So anybody here who does not believe that the police need reform, or at least need retraining and all that, that's a clear example of it. And rest in peace to Breonna Taylor. So my part of the program is going to be focused on community outreach. It's going to be focused on, after the people finish this program, if anybody's interested in any job training or any business training, that's what I'll be offering in my half of the program. We're going to be doing outreach when it comes down to local community businesses, locally owned businesses, black businesses. We're going to try and do some kind of the restorations when it comes down to Oregon. We're going to be doing a lot of homeless outreach or houseless outreach. And I think a combined effort between those two ideas is what's going to bring something beautiful to the table. It's for total equality. That's part of the name. So it's, you know, we have to value the needs to bring everybody up. And so that's what I believe we're here for. I believe that that's what this is here for. I want to thank Jamal one more time for bringing us out here and letting the locals talk, letting people talk.
Glad to be at work on Saturday.
One time. Yeah. And again, we are here representing After, Aim for Total Equality Revolution. Please check us out on Facebook. My name is Marcus Evans. Check me out on Facebook. Idris Phillips. Check him out on Facebook.
Go check me out on
And we really appreciate everyone who comes out and participates with us tonight and lends your ear. I believe it's very necessary. Thanks again.
Should I go tell him?
Shout out to everybody. So we gonna
We're at the ice building, and he was like talking. I was like, "Yo, hold up, bro." He was about to leave. I was like, "Let's get a blessings on 3," and got like fucking 20 people to come put their hands in, like jumping. He's like, hold on, bro, don't leave. I think I'm about to start crying. He's like, I've been giving people blessings since like the start of this, and no one's ever blessed me like that.
That's emotionally attached to what they're talking about, you know. We're going to continue to have hard conversations amongst ourselves.
Where's orange? I thought Orange Man.
Because as a community, we have some hard questions to ask ourselves. We've all been
He says he's not fully
trained.
prepared.
We've all been engineered in this
Look it up.
country.
Coruscant, orange, man.
So none of us are exempt from the bullshit. It requires all of us to continue to look in the mirror and ask ourselves, what am I doing and why am I here?
Not really.
And what my purpose is for being involved with
For
this
some reason, I
movement.
felt like you would be.
No.
Am I helping or hurting today? And every day you get an opportunity to start over. Every day you get an opportunity to look at what you did yesterday and do the same thing if it was successful.
We should go to Toshi's soon, dude.
Or you can figure out what didn't work and
They
do
told me
something
they
else.
only don't have eggs because they don't have a big enough fridge.
But what I'm trying to tell you guys is that this is not an event, this is a process.
Yeah.
Like, fuck yeah, I want it.
Yeah, it's essentially around those times. So,
You know? And we're going to need a lot more voices. You ready, Deli? We're going to need a lot more voices. So I want y'all to relax with some music.
Asian chickens.
Enjoy your evening. I want y'all to remember that this is a neighborhood. People live here. People are raising families out of here.
You guys want to meet at the
We've been
Justice
safe
Center?
the whole day. No harm has came to us, you guys.
Jared and Trey.
No harm. Shout out to that. No harm came to us.
There's those food
That was
carts
the whole
at the Justice
point.
Center too.
That was the whole point.
They got bomb ass food down there.
That was the whole point. We did not want to see any more of the bullshit that we've been seeing
I thought he was done.
in the name of black lives. Violence begets violence.
Someone trying to play a song.
Hit him, Deli.
Yeah. He's keeps up.
I mean, this is a bit, but yeah.
Look, the P-Town keeps it poppin'. Swag tight in the club, keep it poppin'.
I'll meet you over there.
Keep it poppin'.
Or you guys headed out?
I think we're gonna head out.
You want to meet at the Justice Center, or are you guys gonna head out? Okay. I'll meet you over there then. We're gonna head there right now.
Direct action. Direct action.
Yeah, 7, so we're gonna go over there now. Yeah, I was talking to him, asking if he's... Or there's Chick-fil-A's or Popeyes and shit right by. Go to Popeyes.
Watching niggas money blow up. Hurricane bounce like sitting like soldier. Kiss the pinky ring like the nigga name Shona. Now back it up on me. Ain't no hating when I'm Android charger.
Oh yeah. In my smaller pouch. Not the smallest pouch, but the smaller pouch. There's like a large pouch, a smaller pouch, and the smallest pouch. You know what I'm saying? Or then there's a soft pocket and a drink pouch and like a side pouch. So that'll work. Alright. You need a battery pack too?
Yeah.
There's one in there. In the... Yeah. Alright, we'll meet you guys at the Justice Center. Just call me.
Getting busy with it. I got such a good heart that I make the motherfucker wonder if you did it. Damn right, but I do it again. Yeah, I am right, so I got to break bread with the enemy. No matter how many times I break bread with them.
We gon' give it to you. What's good, bro?
Go down to JC.
Yeah, we're headed over there right now.
I'll be down here, bro.
Yeah, alright. For sure, good to see you, bro. Anyone who needs blocked, just spam their names in the comments. I haven't really streamed on here, so my mods aren't set up for this. Okay. These are all little eviction notices. Let's go. Trey. Let's go. Dude, streaming on Periscope sucks. I have no mods. I was at like 105 earlier. But it links to my Twitter, so it's like posted on my Twitter too. But so when like certain accounts retweet it, a bunch of trolls will be like pop in from one account doing that. Oh, swipe night is live on Tinder, guys.
On Tinder?
Yep. Someone said they'll mod for me. I don't even know who you are. Sorry. Take a break and start a new Facebook page. I already did, and the live button wasn't there. So
what's your plan, Jared?
this will work for now. We already hit 100 first day, so this should grow pretty quick. Who knows? Maybe we're on to something better. Just got to get all my viewers mobilized on Twitter. Alright, I'm going to end this. I want everyone to follow the page. Like the video. I'll be back soon. So I'll see you guys all soon from the Direct Action March. And the Proud Boys are marching down there somewhere, so I don't really know. I'll see you guys all soon.